Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. I'm out here on tour with Whitechapel. We just finished a brutal 5 shows in a row, and today is a non-show day here in Montreal, Canada. Spent the day doing catching up on emails and getting other work done, and now it's time for a beer. Excuse me. So I flew down to Knoxville on March 13th and was there for 4 days. Unfortunately, I never got to make it to Zool Brewing. I'm really disappointed about that. And then we took off to start the tour. I've done 5 shows. They've been crazy, crazy shows, really good shows. For coming to your area, come check out Whitechapel. Amazing live band. They put on a hell of a show. And like I said, I never got to go to Zool or McScrooge's, my normal stops, but I did stop by the Casual Pint in Maryville because it was close by to our Airbnb, picked up a couple beers. So the first beer I have for you today is a beer I picked up there. And please excuse my voice. Been shouting over top thousands of people and loud music every day for 5 days in a row, so my voice isn't the best right now. But this beer here, it caught my eye. And this is the Matsurika. It's a Bohemian-style Pilsner with jasmine flowers. And it's from Japas Cervejaria. And Untappd says it's out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. However, on the side of the can here, it says it's a product of the USA. It's kind of disappointing because it'd been cool if this was an actual Brazilian beer. And maybe they do brew it down in Brazil, but apparently they also brew and can it in Japas Cervejaria, Louisville, Kentucky. It is a Japanese-Brazilian woman brewers. It's a really cool looking can, kind of Japanese-inspired artwork there. And it's 5% alcohol. On the side of the can here, it says Exclusive Agent Beer International LLC, and some writing in Japanese. Cervejaria Artisanal Japas. And if I can kind of read this here, lighting, of course, in a hotel room is terrible. One of the highlights of Japanese cuisine is the tea. And one of the most delicate and flavorful teas is made using the jasmine petals, called Matsurika in Japan. We added these petals to the recipe of a Pilsen, a soft and delicate beer, bringing Japanese notes to the aroma and palate. That sounds very interesting. I do want to read a little blurb that they have on Untappd about this brewery, because I've never heard of them, not familiar with them at all. So, Japas Cervejaria. 3 women who met through beer, Mira Kimura, Yumi Shimada, and Fernanda Ueno. Our brand came about casually in the midst of bar conversations, meetups, and beer festivals. The union happened precisely because in that universe, we recognized our similarities. We were some of the few women, and coincidentally, also a few of the Japanese descendants in the industry. We decided to join forces not only to explore our roots, but also to show that women can and should be part of spaces traditionally seen as masculine, proving more and more that beer has no gender. Each of our creations is the result of a deep search for our ancestry and the rich blend of aromas, flavors, and culture, with recipes that celebrate the union between Brazil and Japan in a contemporary way, without cliches or pre-established ideas. Yapas is a term often used in Brazil to describe us, as we are of Asian descent, and this happens without asking for our permission. We decided to reclaim and take ownership of this adjective. After all, if the voice is ours, the word should be too, right? So let it be used with pride to represent who we are, Japanese Brazilians. So I guess I don't know if I'm even pronounced that right, Yapas. Maybe that is some sort of racial slur. I don't know. I've never even heard the term before, but it kind of sounds like that's what it is. And so they kind of named their brewery after that. Interesting enough. But let's get on into this beer here, because I'm really excited to try a Bohemian-style Pilsner with jasmine flowers. I hope my voice holds out through these beer reviews. So on Untappd, this gets a 3.60 with 8.2 thousand check-ins. Beer Advocate gets an 88, very good, but there's only 34 check-ins. And of course, since I'm traveling in a hotel room on the road, I've got my iconic plastic cup here. Got a little bit of a head going on there. See if I can get a nose on it. Very grainy smelling. Very, very grainy. I was picking up like that malty, grainy smell you smell sometimes when you're outside of breweries, or even sometimes you smell outside of distilleries. Just that grainy, malty brewing scent is what I'm getting out of this. And it's kind of cloudy. I mean, like I said, the lighting's not the best in this hotel room. Looks like there's a lot of floaters in there. I mean, that's kind of like I said, it's really hard to tell in this hotel room lighting. But on my eye, it's down around like the 6, 7 on the SRM chart. And let's take a drink. I'm super excited to be back out on the road. Super excited to be out here in Whitechapel. And time to get in a beer after a long day's worth of computer work. Cheers, everybody. Surprisingly, it tastes pretty much like it smells. It's got a real grain note to it. A little bit of bitterness, some tingling on the tongue. I like this just grainy note. And there was some weird taste there a second though. There's this real bitter, not even bitter, almost metallic like flavor after you swallow. But it's like an herbally metallic. Like, I wonder if that's the jasmine or the jasmine flower. I mean, it is a pilsner. It's medium, or it's light bodied. I'm sorry. It is flavorful, but it's just this grainy. I mean, it tastes like a brewery smells. That's the best description. It tastes like a brewery smells. A little tingly, fuzzy on the tongue. That weird. It's almost like eating a flower. If you ever had some of those edible flowers, or almost like if you've ever bit a dandelion stem, it's kind of that kind of weird bitterness on the back end. I think maybe that's coming from the jasmine flower. It's a very interesting beer. It is tasty. I mean, I know some of my description, it might not sound good to some people, but I quite enjoy this actually. It just tastes like excuse me, well done beer. It's just totally different. I don't know if I've had many beers that taste like this. I can already hear my voice going, wow, excuse me. But this Matsurika Bohemian style Pilsner with jasmine flowers, I give it a horns up. I mean, it is for what it is, it's exactly spot on in my opinion. Nice herbal graininess. Easy to drink. I mean, I've drank half this glass already. It's a good beer. Kind of disappointed that it was brewed in the USA and not Brazil. Still a pretty cool find to find at the Casual Pint in Maryville. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all can hear me and understand me. I know my voice is totally shot from all this screaming over the crowd, but I'm going to try to struggle through a couple of reviews. But it's an adventure being out here on the road, doing these shows, getting in some road beers, and as always, embrace the adventure.